welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, taking care of yourselves. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be getting into a little get ready with me today. I'm showing you guys how I got this hair, how I got this makeup. I have some errands that I need to run today. I gotta go to Target, I'm trying to go to the dollar store, I gotta do some food shopping and do some laundry. And I got like 3 other things on my to-do list that I need to do. So I thought I'd whip up together this little look. I have a new wig that I wanted to show you guys from WowAfrican. They're sponsoring today's video. I'm also gonna give you guys some details on the fragrance that I'm wearing today because I love a good fragrance. Anyways, if you want to see how I get this look, definitely make sure to keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell. That way you get notified anytime that I make a new upload. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and install my wig first. Today's video is definitely sponsored by WowAfrican Hair Company. So I'm gonna be installing the wig that they sent over and do a little unboxing for you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. The wig that they sent over is super cute. They sent me a picture of it before I got it in the mail. Let me show you guys. It's definitely like a short, cute little bob situation, but I love the fact that it's inspired by Zendaya's like haircut. I don't know if you guys remember when she like first like showed off like her new haircut. She has like this cute little like long bob, but it has like these really pretty like waves in it. It's kind of inspired by that. So this is the wig here, and it comes in like this really beautiful like brown. And I've definitely worked with WowAfrican Hair Company before. They always come through with like really good, great quality wigs. So I'm expecting no less from this one. Tons of parting space. This is a 13x6 lace frontal. Got 3 wig combs on the side here, 1 in the center, 1 in the nape of the neck, and then an elastic band here to kind of like tighten it up if you need to adjust it some more. The lace is HD, which is perfect. I love a good HD lace. I feel like that's like the only way to go with like lace wigs these days is HD lace. It definitely is like pre-curled, which I love. So if you need a wig that you can just pop on super fast, this is definitely a good one to try. And it's got a super cute side part, which you guys know I love. I love a good side part. I am probably going to be like adjusting the side part though, because it's on the left hand side and I like my side part on the right hand side. So I'll probably change that up once it's like installed and everything. They did also send over some other goodies like this little satin bag to store the wig in, and some of the other little items to kind of help with the install. There's like a satin scarf here, a little rat tail comb, and some wig caps and a pair of lashes. I'm gonna leave all of the information for this unit down below in the description box. So if you guys have any questions, always make sure to check the description box. So I'm not gonna do the bald cap today because I'm lazy. Usually I try to avoid doing the bald cap method at all costs, because I'm just like, I don't want to do all that. That's a lot of work. My hair is pretty short, so I'm just gonna throw it in a ponytail and then just throw on my little wig caps here. I also like to go in with like a toner or like an astringent of some sort, just to kind of get rid of like any excess oils on my forehead. Especially now, like I just did like all of my skincare and stuff, so I have like moisturizer on and everything, and just kind of taking this step makes sure that the adhesive just like stays on the skin and like adheres really well. And let's get this baby on. Let's see. Oh, she's so cute already. I already see it. I love how like hair trends these days going back to like that 90s type of style, like with like the very like voluminous, you know, flowy hair and everything. Kind of like that supermodel hair, like that 90s supermodel hair. I feel like it's like what is like super trendy right now. It's funny because as soon as I saw like Zendaya's like new haircut, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's giving Yasmin Gowrie. It was just really like full and like voluminous. Like she had like this really beautiful blowout. I just love that. It's so pretty. Man, this like lace literally just like, you can't even see it. It literally is like disappearing into my skin. So per usual, I'm using my Ebin Extreme Holds Lace Adhesive. This is my favorite. I use this literally every single time I wear a wig. Some people have asked me in the past if it pulls my edges. I feel like the answer is like yes and no. Like I think any lace adhesive can like literally like rip your edges out depending on like how you remove it. If you're like, you know, impatient and you want to be like Shensi and just like rip your lace wig off your head, Of course you're gonna lose some edges, but if you just like let the, like you remove it properly, like follow the proper steps to like remove your adhesive, you shouldn't be losing any of your edges. I literally just let the adhesive just kind of like melt off of my skin. So the answer for me is no. I've never had like an instance where my lace adhesive like rips off my edges, but that's just because I make sure to follow like the proper steps to make sure that the adhesive comes off correctly. Anyways, I'm gonna spray this along the hairline here, and then I'm just gonna go in with my blow dryer on a cool setting to dry this down. Already turning out to be so cute. I just love this like brown hair color. I don't know why, but as soon as it turns like August, I'm already thinking about fall, and I feel like this unit is going to transition so well into like the fall time. Like this color is perfect for like the fall. Anyways, let's go ahead and style some edges. Actually before I do that, I want to just like touch up my side part here because I just kind of want to get that part out of the way. It already came like pre-parted, but it just was on this side, and I like my part on this side. So I'm just gonna part it here. Just like press that in with my hot comb. And then anytime I'm like parting my hair, I always like to go in with like a bit of hairspray just to kind of like seal the part in. So I like to use the 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐍 Insta-Hold hairspray and just like spray that along the part. And I kind of like to spray it along like this part of the hairline too, just to kind of give like the hair some lift there. So when I go into like swoop the bang, it like falls like this. I think that's good. Let's do edges. I'm gonna go in with my 𝗏𝐶𝐵 Ultra Glued Gel and my little edge brush here. First thing that I want to do is just kind of like trim the hair down. I don't think I'm gonna do like a crazy edge today. I've just been kind of like really enjoying like a nice soft edge. I don't know why, but I feel very like excited for today. I'm not really doing much of anything. I'm just kind of like running errands. Honestly, errands that I should have done like last weekend, so I'm like really behind on life. But I don't know, I just feel like really good about today. Like I'm excited just to like be outside, feel the sun. And it's weird because I feel like I've been on this kind of like wave over like the last couple of months, just like very, just happy to be outside, like happy to feel like the sunlight, you know, just little small things like that. I don't know what it is exactly that's making me kind of like feel that way, but it's just something that I noticed about myself that I am really like appreciating and kind of like glad that I'm in that particular space. It's like more and more I find myself just really like appreciating very like simple things about life. Perhaps this is like what it feels like to be in the process of like healing and seeing like the effects of like your healing. I remember I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts. I was listening to the Receipts podcast, and one of the girls, I think it was Tali, I think she was the one that said it. She mentioned this quote that I think she said she found on Twitter, and she said that when you the quote was like, when you're healing, you kind of lose your ambition. I can definitely feel that in myself. Not in a bad way though, just very like content with where I'm at in life, and that feels really good. Like I like that, because as much as I enjoy like ambition and just kind of going after goals and stuff, like that's awesome too. There's something that's very like peaceful and just calming about being content with where you are in life. I just like think about those times where I was like in that headspace where like I want to achieve this goal, like I want to be at this point in my life, and it's like, you know, working really hard to kind of get to that, being super grateful for like the reward. And it's not to say that I don't like work hard now. Honestly too, I feel like it's like almost impossible not to work hard, especially like the world and like the time that we're living in right now. I think like my mindset and just like my perspective has just shifted. I'm working hard towards maintaining like my peace of mind. I think that's where like my sense of like contentment kind of stems from. So the work feels more like purposeful than it was before. But I think what's even more interesting is how a shift in perspective can literally like change everything. But anyways, I think I'm like kind of done with this hair. She looks so cute. I don't know why, but I feel like such a grown up with this hairstyle. Like the cuts, the color, like the curls. It's just giving like grown woman vibes. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna leave all of the information for this hair down below in the description box if you guys want to check out this little wig. She's definitely very cute, and I love this like color and cuts. And yeah, now that we are all done with the hair, let's go ahead and move on to the makeup. Let's get into some makeup. So first thing that I want to do is, I already did all of my skincare before I did like my hair and everything like that. So skincare is pretty much like good. I'm all set there. So I'm just gonna go straight into primer. I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup. This is their matte primer, their Pore Eclipse mattifying primer. I'm just gonna apply that onto the T-zone here. It's funny because I feel like I've tried over the years to get into like dewy skin, but I'm just like, I'm a soft matte skin girl. I don't know, I just prefer, you know, a soft matte look to my skin. That's just me, you know? That's just what I like. So I'm just gonna go in with my Chanel powder next. Just like a thin layer, because I'm telling you, I get super oily. So this just is kind of like reinforcement. And then for foundation, I'm using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I just kind of recently got back into this foundation, but I think today I kind of want to mix it with something. I feel like I want to mix it with the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. So the Huda Beauty is in 430 Neutral, and then the NARS foundation is going to be in shade Maria. So I'm just gonna do like a mixture of these two. Because that Huda foundation is so full coverage too, you definitely don't need like a whole lot of product. I'm kind of mixing concealers here too. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this called again? Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. And this one is in shade Tan, number 9. I'm gonna pop that onto like the inner portion of the under eye. And then I'm gonna switch to my Faux Filter Concealer, also from Huda Beauty. Why are my eyes watering? What's happening? Stop watering. Ugh. Okay, yeah. Huda Beauty Concealer. I'm putting it on the outer part of my under eye, just to help blend that lighter Charlotte Tilbury concealer in. Concealer is on. I'm gonna set using the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder again. So I'm just gonna set the under eyes. Make sure to get rid of any like creases, because you don't want to set any of those. And if you're following along, just make sure to do like a thin layer of this. Nothing too crazy. This is just our first like initial set. To set the rest of the face, I always like to go in with like a powder foundation. So I'm using this one from Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Matte Velvet Powder in shade 3Y52. So I'm just gonna use a tad bit of this to set the rest of the face, especially like here in this area, because I wanna go in with like bronzer and blush. So making sure that this particular area in the cheek is like set properly is gonna allow me to get like that really smooth, flawless blend when I go into like my bronzer. Bronzer is gonna be from NARS. This is the Laguna bronzer in number 8. I'm gonna use my very well-loved bronzer brush. Just apply that to the forehead, the nose, and the cheeks. If you feel like you need like an extra blend or that your bronzer is like too harsh around the edges, just go back in with that powder brush that you use to apply that powder foundation and just go over the edges. After I apply my bronzer, I always like to go in with my powder that I'm going to use to bake. Today I'm using Laura Mercier's translucent powder in shade Honey. And I always like to use a powder puff. I'm really loving this one from Huda Beauty. This thing is huge, but I like the fact that it has like a triangle point to it. So I can really kind of get in the inner corner there. So I'm just gonna load my powder puff up with that powder. And I'm definitely going to tap like on a paper towel. You can't see me doing it here, but I'm tapping the powder puff on a paper towel here. Just to kind of get rid of like any extra, because I don't want to like over powder. I want to just like a little bit, I want to build this powder, so a little bit at a time. I'm going to start in the inner corner and just kind of bring it up to the sides of the nose. I'm going to add my little beauty marks now using the Freckle makeup in shade Noir. And I want to add some blush next. So I'm going to use this Benefit blush in shade Krista. It's like a cute like strawberry pinkish type of blush color, which is very cute. I feel like this blush is like super pigmented too, so I'm just gonna like build this up very slowly. Like the blushes from Benefit are really, really good. So you never really need like a whole lot. I'm gonna jump into brows next. I'm using this brow pencil from Milk Cosmetics. This is their Perfectionist Brow Pencil, and I believe it's in the shade, which this is dark brown. So I'm just gonna fill in my brows with this. I typically like to use a brow pomade, but right now I am all out of my favorite pomade from KVD Beauty, so I'm just kind of working with my little brow pencil as like a backup plan. I think afterwards I'll just go in like a tad bit of concealer and just like clean up the bottom. So brows are pretty much done. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of brow gel from Rare Beauty. Just pop that on, brush that through. Just make sure those brows stay in place. And then from here, I like to go back to the eyes. Before I apply like my liner and mascara, I'm going to prep my lashes. I'm using a new pair of lashes and I'm very excited to see what they look like. These are from Kiss Lashes. These are from the Marilyn Monroe collection in the style Girl Next Door. As soon as I was in Walgreens, just kind of like, I don't even know what I was getting from Walgreens, but I just remember passing by this little stand of these lashes and I was just like, oh my gosh, these look so stinking cute. Like I have to try a pair. Lashes are prepped. I'm gonna go in with my Milk Cosmetics Slick Waterline Eye Pencil, and this one's in the shade Caramel, and pop that into the waterline. And then for mascara, I'm using this one from Rare Beauty, and it's just like your typical like volumizing mascara. So I'm just gonna pop that onto the top lashes. I don't know guys, I think I found my new everyday lash. This is so pretty. For my nose highlight, I'm using the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and this one's in shade Oh Darling. They better not discontinue this highlighter because it's literally like the perfect gold. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on a lip. I have a new lip combo that I've been really loving, so let me go ahead and pull everything out. I have a new lip combo that I've been really loving, so I'm gonna start off with the, this is the Charlotte Tilbury. Look how like tiny this thing is. I need to get another one. This is like the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Pencil in shade Pillow Talk Intense number 3. I love this lip pencil. It just glides onto the lip. The lip's like super smooth. and the color is like perfect for doing like a nude lip combo. This lip liner is so perfect. I love this color so much. The next two lipsticks are going to be from 𝗏 Cosmetics. These are their ultra matte lipsticks in shades Frisky, and this one is Working Girl. I'm going to go in with Frisky first. So this one is going to go right over here. And then I'm gonna take a little brush and just blend it out. That color is insanely good. I love this color so much. It's so pretty. I actually saw the owner of 𝗏 Cosmetics using this on Instagram, and I was like, she was like whipping up a little lip combo, and I saw her use this color, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And I actually have this. Let me go ahead and try it. Why haven't I used this more often? It's such a pretty color. I'm actually gonna use Paris Fling. So it's like a peachy, it's like a much lighter like peach. That's just gonna create like a cute like ombre type of effect. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to do a gloss, because this little lip combo is just like, she's very cute. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Yeah, let's just leave it like this. It's fine. I'm gonna finish off with my setting spray. This one's from ColourPop. It's their No Filter Setting Mist. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I did a little outfit change, put on some earrings, and added my perfume. Let me show you guys what perfume I'm wearing today. If you have not tried the Hypnotic Poison from Dior, honey, you do not know what you are missing. This fragrance is so stinking good. It's like the perfect amount of warmth and sweetness. It's just a mixture of heavenly scents, and I love it so much. So on Sephora's website, it says that it's a warm and sweet gourmand. The key notes are bitter almond, sambac jasmine, and vanilla. So that's what I'm wearing for my fragrance. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully this answers some extra questions about, you know, my everyday makeup routine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, sending all my love and positive vibes.